Back, baby. Jasmar's podcast.
Jazz fat ass.
Jasmar's fat ass.
This nigga got the munchies.
Word. Word. But, so,
Oh yeah, 10th grade.
yeah, I was going to say, hold on. Jasmar got the munchies because I smoked. But, I want to say that, oh yeah, they both talked about ninth grade, you know what I mean? Crazy experiences.
Yeah. Too much to talk about.
They
really.
got a life. They got a lot off their chest. Let's just say, you know what I mean. But now it's 10th grade. Starting with you, Joe. You know what I mean. Like I said, this shit gonna be all over the place. So if they go here, go here. That's just how it is. You know what I mean. But 10th grade, Joe.
Damn.
9th grade. What's up?
It's kind of hard for me to remember 10th grade as vivid as 9th for some reason. I guess because I skipped so much more. I remember I had fucking biology as my first period. I don't remember who was my second period or my third. I might have had PE again, you know, because you always have PE, I guess. And then,
Did you ever dress out participate in PE?
yeah, all the time. Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah, I used to all the time. In fact, one time I had skip class to go to PE, and like it was a bunch of these dudes playing. 10th grade was the year I played basketball. I think I became more heavily into like just athletic shit. You know, even though that's what we used to always do anyways, though me, Domi, Alex, Steven, and the cycle would always change. You know what I'm saying? Like it would just be like a different cycle. Angel was a part of it sometimes.
I was gay. I used to go, Angel of mine. He used to laugh at that shit though.
And Jack and me.
Yo, it's Jasmar's podcast. Yo, get your ass back in here.
Oh,
Get back in
hey,
here, yo.
I ain't know I was invited.
Ernest Turkey Leg, yo.
Yeah.
What's good, man?
What's up,
I
Jazz?
heard you was talking shit.
Yeah, I was talking shit.
I still whoop your ass, but I love you, nigga.
I love you back too, but you want to, act all, jazzed up. Pardon the pun.
Excuse me,
Because
nigga.
your little girlfriend come around, fuck your fat ass just and shit. I'm finna do a podcast with my girl and they ain't do nothing but argue with her for 10 minutes.
God bless her. But yo,
Yeah.
you the nigga though, man.
Oh, yeah.
You the nigga.
Oh, man.
You can stay in here if you want.
All right, thank you.
Anyway, so 10th grade, you say it's just a blur, Joe?
Kind of, a little bit. Not completely. I remember certain aspects of it, like biology class with Miss Rossage. She was a big lady, but she talked about sex, and she used to get her freak on. I'm gonna just say that. Yeah, I mean, she didn't always talk about it, but when she did, like when she used to talk about how the female body worked and getting the orgasm, the smile on her face was priceless,
Whoa!
Priceless. Yeah.
Never forget that day.
And I just remember like Miss Gaynor. I learned Spanish that year a little bit. So the little bit of Spanish that I do know is thanks to that class.
Speak a little Spanish to them right now, yo.
Completa como way. But really, I learned that from.
It sound aggravating. Damn, Jim.
I sound like Ice Cube off of Friday too. Mi pendejo cousin daddy. I'm paused.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mac Anthony is no longer with us.
Oh man, it's terrible.
He's died of laughter.
Where was we? Oh yeah, what were we talking about?
10th grade.
What was the big pop?
You learn Spanish, nigga.
Miss Gaynor, which was another long ass class, I guess, it's like, fourth period was always was that period where it's just like, damn, when is this shit gonna be over? Because you got to go to class, you be there for like an hour, then you get a lunch, and then you come back for like maybe 45 minutes. Which the second half ain't as long, but that bitch still kind of long. Then you go to fifth period, and fifth and sixth period used to always seem to fly by, which is kind of strange. I don't know exactly what they was, but I was gonna tell a story about when I was in PE, and I got a few PE stories, but this
I just thought of a PE story.
this particular one was 10th grade or ninth. This was in ninth grade, I think, and Brittany was saying like she seen me playing basketball like with these dudes, you know what I'm saying, and they all reaching for the ball, and I'm like 5'6", like I'm short as hell, and she said I look like a midget, you know what I'm saying, compared to all those dudes, and like after that, like I ain't never played basketball, like. She was watching me, and I was having so much fun too.
No,
and I think
look fat ass.
What's the worst part about that is like when the basketball like bounce off the goal, and the ball ain't got no control, and that bitch hits your fucking head. That bitch bounced off my head. I think she seen that. I think she did, and she was just laughing my ass. Like Brittany would get around her friends and shit, and like she acknowledged me. She ain't completely shit on me, but. She was just like, dang, I'm with the cool crowd. We the cool girls. Oh, girl. And all the other girls that be looking at me like, girl. I mean, yeah, they look at me like, why is she hanging with me? You know what I'm saying? Because they was all beautiful, all of them. One of them girls later on went to my show, Sahedra, which is another one of her cousins. I think Brittany only hung around her cousins, I guess. So, yeah, her cousins was mean to me. And that's my PE story. But before you tell that one, I just gotta tell the one for the record. This one of the worst PE stories and one of my worst experiences in high school. I can't remember if this was 9th or 10th grade. It might have been 9th, but it was this tournament. I probably told you this story before. It was this tournament that went down, and the coach had talked about it, you know what I'm saying? He was hyping it up. Hey, it's going to be a tournament going down. It's going to be a 2-on-2 team. Everybody's going to pair up with a guy, and, y'all going to be on teams, and, the best team going to win. It's going to be a tournament. I guess it was like 16 teams, and it all broke down, I guess. Or maybe 8 teams. I don't know. But anyways, so me and this dude end up missing class. And, of course, I say, as a result of that, we have to be partners by default. But before that, I didn't know who my partner gonna be, and I'm like, I just hope it ain't the best fucking player in the whole fucking class. And of course, that's who it was. So you got this tall ass basketball player. This is what he do. He play ball. You know what I'm saying? And he good. He a ball player. And you got me, the sorriest player on the fucking probably out of everybody. Even the girls, dog. But I think the girls had a tournament and the boys had a tournament. So we get through the tournament. Like, we doing the tournament and shit. And we getting our ass towed the fuck up. But, I mean, we ain't getting towed up, but we winning. No. We winning. But we're not winning because of me. I ain't make no points. I ain't make none of the points. And PE was like my first class. So, like, I was feeling terrible, like, all fucking day. Just from that. Like, from not scoring points. Stuff was going all good throughout the day, at some points. But all I could focus on was the fact that, damn, because I have to go back in the morning and we're going to be, going up against another team. You know what I'm saying? And as the tournament is going on, I know in my mind that it's going to get to a point where the team's going to start to get harder because the best of the best teams are winning. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, we're going to have to go up against Kenny and them. And Kenny was like this athletic-ass dude. He liked Brittany. He was in class with her. He used to flirt with her. But she used to keep him in check about me and shit. Maybe that's what she told me. I don't know. Anyway, that's another story.
Jasmar's podcast. Go ahead.
So, yeah. So, it was Kenny and another good player. I think we had met them in the finals. But, before that, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, the dude was like, hey, man, you got to get better than that, and I would go home and practice, and I look hoop back in the back, and I look grass. He was like, you got a basketball goal at home? I'm like, yeah. Because, it was on the grass. Like, I can't really practice for real, but it's a goal nonetheless. And, even when I got at home, like, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it had to do with that nervousness and that anxiety again, though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I knew that we was gonna make it to the finals because of him, and that everybody was gonna be watching. And so like that we got to the finals, the whole class sitting up there watching the final two teams, and you know at this point it's fucking laughable, and you know we only stand in the game again. You know, every time he passed me the ball, like I'm just missing. Don't. It's like I'm going through a whole week of this just misery. Like, damn, I'm sorry. I'm mad at my damn self, but I'm, trying to kayfabe. And, long story short, like we lost, and that dude, like, just his anger. No, he threw the ball. It was just like, he was like, I think he even cussed. He was just like, fuck. Because I think we was like this close, and I think it was like the ball was on me. Worst case scenario, it was all on me. The last shot and shit, and it's like I missed. Then these motherfuckers rebound and shoot, you know what I'm saying, and make it. And he's just like, fuck, that nigga sorry, or some shit like that. And I don't know if the coach was trying to teach him a lesson and me a lesson. It was just 11-11. I don't know if he was trying to teach us both a lesson by saying, for me, that's what Jazz get for, not coming to class because I was skipping school a lot. And for him, maybe to learn some kind of lesson in teamwork and, having to deal with somebody that's on that level, like having to be able to bring the best out of somebody, that ain't good, I guess. I don't know what his lesson was. But he was mad as fuck. And I don't know if he later came up and was just like, man, don't worry about it. It's just a game or some shit, But damn, you sorry. It was some shit like that. I think he kind of, like, was like kind of like no hard feelings. I think he knew that I felt bad, and I think that he knew that I was trying. And maybe the coach had told him that, you know what I'm saying, or something. You know how coach pulls people to the side sometimes.
Not my last coaches.
No, I'm just saying, like, sometimes it be like that. Like, I just be imagining, like, what happened behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, people do shit for reasons. You don't just come up to him, hey, man, maybe the coach said something. Like, I feel like at the end of the day, even at the time, I felt like the coach was trying to teach us both a lesson. Because we both missed school. And we was probably just like both, habitual skippers.
Yeah. Oh. Damn, every time you tell your experience, it's always like, not a ball on me.
Well, no, I mean, that's how yours was too, though.
I don't know what to do with it. But fuck that nigga, sorry. But I'm sorry you had to go through that, man. I mean,
oh no, I mean it was what it was.
You said it's your worst experience, though.
No. Like one of my worst PE experiences is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, like just one of the bad times, one of the bad days in school.
I was just gonna say, like, back in my high school, like my PE class, my Bloomingdale. Like, we used to have to do, like, workouts, stretches, and shit in the morning before we got started on the weights. And I used to love weight class, man. Like, that's when I was getting in shape, when I was in weight class, in PE.
Yeah.
And I was good. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, I want to go back to 250, because I was straight at 250. I remember. Like, I wasn't, like, too fat. Like, I was actually in shape. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at Tony looking all big and strong. He's swollen shit. Like, I was good.
That's crazy, because I started lifting weights in 10th grade, too.
No, 9th grade.
You ninth grade?
I'm sorry.
I probably did 9th grade myself. I don't know.
But they had they had the coach. Like, I used to suck at doing push-ups, and he just used to go every time when he said up, you count. So it's like up 1, up 2, up 3, 4, 5. And I was sucking so bad at doing push-ups. He was like, up 1, up 2.
He was moving.
Yeah, you picked my damn fat ass up. Move, nigga. He did the Shawn Michaels. Move. I saw my experience was, yours was intense. I'm sitting here watching this shit like it's a movie and shit. Above the rim, ooh. Tupac in the background winking at you and shit.
Yeah, I guess because, I mean, those things just stand out. Like, I don't know. It ain't like something that I carry with me all this time. It's just that, like, I just thought about it. Like, that was an experience I had.
This is one of the most revealing podcasts, I was just going to say.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I think we really getting shit off our chest, man. Sentimental shit.
I spoke about that before though. I guess I might have told E or Fo. I told somebody that story before.
Yeah, you told us that before.
Yeah, I feel like it's.
But I feel like you. I
it's
feel
a
like.
good story.
Yeah, you told me it was more in depth this time. You know what I mean?
It's just a good ass story though. Like you know what I'm saying. You can put that in a movie.
We ain't at 11th grade yet, Suit. Let's just hold that story.
Let's see what else happened in 10th then.
You got anything? Yeah.
Well, 10th grade was the year that Courtney Brown was around and shit, and we would skip so much.
Tell us about the parties. We know
I
you
met
got
Al.
them.
I met Al too.
And he was always on our computer like,
This nigga just, just like, y'all got internet. Al.
I ain't know what he was doing.
I don't know. Me and him, like, one day we just sat there, and, back in the days, Yahoo had those chat rooms, and I used to chat with girls in the chat room, and I always looked at Al as a Mac, you know what I'm saying, and, like, he was just checking me out, and, like, the things that I would say to the girls, and he was like, damn, Ant, like, he used to call me Ant back then. He's like, damn, Ant, man, you a Mac, bro. You know what I'm saying? He used to always tell me that, but I always thought he was a Mac. But anyways, he made me feel good about it, though. I never used to think nothing of it. I used to just do it all the time, just talk to the girls. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just made me RJ smile. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a Mac. I never felt that way until he said it.
RJ got a hearing aid now, y'all.
It's because of you, man. You beat his ass up.
Cause of your ass, bro. You beating him before me. Yo, what y'all niggas doing in here?
Oh, my God. Ain't nothing doing so.
These niggas doing TXG and shit.
They let me play. I could just sit here though and be a fly on the wall. I love it.
Yo, but I mean that's it though.
Nah. Well, we played basketball.
Right.
Yeah, Al let me get that. Or maybe that was 9th grade then. Shit. I always like.
Yo, it's cool though.
I always just used to think that I would never get those.
Yo, we back.
I started to play Survivor Series 2001.
That one classic. But yeah. Yo, so I mean, so far, a lot's been revealed. Joe had revealed that classic moment with the basketball and shit. The basketball series, which we didn't really like. You was a part of the school basketball league.
Nah, not the school team. I was with the church. I went to Seminole Heights Baptist Church, and I guess Stephen, me, and Alex and Karan, I guess we all got approached to join the basketball team, see if we was interested. And, I guess since we did it anyways, that's all we used to do. We was just like, yeah. And I was real nervous about that shit, because I had never done nothing like that. I knew we was going to be in front of people, which I was always nervous about, like being in front of a large crowd.
I just used to look at you like back then, like when you was with Alex and them, you used to just seem like you was just like, I don't know, just having the greatest time.
Oh, no, I was, though. I was. Everything was fucking fun, but, it's just, like, and it's even like that nowadays. A lot of times my initial thoughts about stuff, I be nervous about shit that I don't have to be nervous about. I be worried about stuff that I don't need to be worried about because it always end up being great. Just like when we, Jazz, put the phone down. It's like when we moved from Florida, we got evicted out of Florida, and we thought it was going to be the worst shit, but we moved in with Keisha, and it wasn't bad at all.
Nah. At all.
At all.
It was one of my best experiences.
It was a great experience.
It was rehab, and now look.
It was rehab. And I kept smoking throughout the whole thing, but I still came out rehabilitated and a new man.
But, so, did you even touch on your 10th grade?
10th grade, I know I had Miss Gaynor.
I had to say something, though. Going back to that letter I wrote, Miss Mitchell was just she was like a caring teacher. She was like a mom.
The lady who you gave the letter to?
No, Miss Michaels. That's my favorite teacher of all time. Because never has somebody deeply cared like that. You know what I mean? But
so she really cared.
Yeah, really. But Miss Mitchell.
Oh my God. Yeah, how was that reaction from her though?
Oh my God. Well, Miss Mitchell first, because she was like, it was like completely quiet. Now understand.
How was it completely quiet? She read it in front of the class?
No, like I gave the letter to Miss Michaels. You know what I'm saying? Cause she asked it. Like she asked, "How do you feel today?" And I wrote all that shit. you know. And so the next day I come to school, they call my mom. You know what I mean? And she probably cried. My mom was my mom, but so the next day in school, because now what I was gonna say around this time, a lot of teenagers was killing themselves. Like this was like that. I kind of grew up around that time, like '03, '02. Like that was happening a lot. And in eighth grade, I remember it was quiet. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Tyson was always a loud ass classroom, but it was like, if y'all got any problems, talk to us about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how they was. You know, and shit, that's how they acted when I came into class that next day. Like it was so quiet. Like, you know what I mean? It was like somebody died, you know. And then, you know, they was like, I'm not gonna give away the person that wrote this letter, but just understand that I seen the letter, and it was so like you and you know who you are. That's what Miss Mitchell kept saying. Stop. And she was like, you know who you are, and shit. Somehow everybody found out, and it was just embarrassing. You know what I mean? Cause like me writing that shit, like one thing about me is when some shit deeply affects me. Like for instance, the girl at my job that I really don't like. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm gonna show you that shit affects me. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's like when I'm frustrated, I get to the point of like, fuck all this shit. You really want to know what's going on? This is what's going on. And like, it ain't that I'm not thinking about what I'm saying. I'm truly am thinking about what I'm saying. But it's like, fuck this pretend shit. This is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's just when you hit me to the breaking point. It's like, you should have just left me alone. You know what I'm saying? And shit, I reached my breaking point and wrote how I felt. You know what I mean? But I never think of the consequences of that. You know what I'm saying? And when the consequences show themselves, I'm like, oh shit. You know what I mean? And this one little girl that in the classroom, I taught her how to read. You know what I'm saying? Like the first person I ever taught something to, she was like, Tony, yo, like, why you wrote that? You know what I mean? Like, why do you feel that way? I said, I just said how I feel. And she got quiet and she kind of just left. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like it was nothing wrong with that, you know, like even now, like reading the rapper Scarface book, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like, what is wrong with a motherfucker being real? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the difference if I just went to one person and said this shit? Like, see how it got all around to the whole school? You know what I mean? And I just wrote this letter, didn't want to read it out to the class because it was personal, so I gave it to the teacher. And the teacher shared it with everybody. Now the students and staff of the school know. Now I feel even worse. Now I feel even more embarrassed because the teacher says, you know who you are. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's shit like that. It's just like, I hate dealing with the world. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have been that way if I was skipping like I already was. But, you know, I don't want my mom to go to jail, so I did what I had to do. And, but yeah, that's just that little. I wanted to share that shit with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
So she wasn't your best teacher.
She was alright. She was just
How
like.
could she be if she betrayed your trust?
Huh? No, Miss Michaels, because Miss Michaels, she told Miss Mitchell. You know what I mean? Like, I guess they was just supposed to keep it amongst the teachers. You know what I mean? Somehow the word got out. I don't know.
Motherfuckers said something.
Yeah, they had to. That's what I'm saying, though. It's like he got a Confederate flag on his damn gear. Big boss man.
Here it is, and I hate. Go ahead.
Culture, not hate. Trump or else. You people with these dumbass Trump shirts, it say Trumps and never quit. That shit just stupid. You quitting if you vote for that nigga. But anyway. So, it's like, that shit embarrassed the hell out of me. You know what I'm saying? I was like fucked up, and you know that was 9th grade. But anyways,
I hate this election.
What'd you say?
I hate this election. I hate all the elections. Oh, I don't hate all the elections, but this probably the worst one
Ever.
of all time. And after tomorrow,
I just wish that I can watch a YouTube video that has a 5 second clip feature. Like you can skip the ad after 5 seconds, but the ad is over after 5 seconds. So the skip features is no point. Stupid.
No, they did one with me where they kept on showing like a blank screen and there was a fucking ad and it wasn't 5 seconds and it wasn't skippable and it did that after every video that I chose.
They don't know what they're doing. But anyway,
You know what they doing? Pissing motherfuckers off.
I thought you was gonna be a fly on the wall.
Pardon me.
He was really in his feelings about that, pissing motherfuckers off. Union nigga.
That's right.
But you touched on 10.
10th grade. 10th grade was the year we did STV Mania. I don't know. There's a lot of shit about 10th grade though. What else I was gonna say? I mean the Courtney shit. That's the time I was writing the Prestige. Our mom was that's the time she had caught us skipping and shit.
Hmm.
You know.
I was mad at you. Oh, stupid.
And then you did the same shit.
Mhm.
I used to skip class though, like in 9th grade, I would skip class just to be somewhere else. It was so dumb. I was so Steve-O. I would skip class and just be in the bathroom all period. I ain't doing shit. I'm just in the bathroom with Rashard ass.
Yeah, but you with somebody that's cool, that can keep you company, can keep you laughing. I was with nobody but a movie.
Nah, what we did was pretty dumb. I don't know what grade I was in, but one time I went to the bathroom during class, and I guess I went to the bathroom during class, or it was during lunchtime or something. But I went to that boys' bathroom. I guess you probably ain't never been there if you ain't never been in that building. But I went to this boys' bathroom, and they had a girl in there, and they was just like feeling all on her. She had this little short, tight skirt on. Nah, this was in 11th grade, because this was after, like, Courtney and shit. And because I remember I felt like a legend and shit, like, look at the young bucks. But, you know, they was, like, feeling all on her, and she had these cigarettes, and she had put this pack of cigarettes in her drawers, in her little panties and shit, and pulled it down. There was, like, a bunch of niggas around. It's like every dude that came to the bathroom didn't leave. Then Josh Campbell came in there. Josh Campbell, he went with this white girl, he went with an Indian girl, and he was just like, you know, in long relationships with both of them, you know what I'm saying, in different seasons. He was just a popular motherfucker, dog. He was, I don't know who to compare him to, but he was just popular as fuck. And he seen me in there, and it just looked like, because he used to know me from, you know, being with Courtney and them. So, you know, he was just looking at me like, up to your old ways again, huh? And it was like, no, I ain't got nothing to do with this. I just came to the bathroom. Whatever.
I remember this one experience with you where you and Courtney first came to the house, and then you was like, Tonio, don't be like her when you grow up. I don't know what y'all was talking about, but I know it was a car outside. I'm like, did she steal the car?
Probably did.
Probably did.
I think so, because she stole a car one time. She stole a car one time. That's stupid, man. And she was like, she was parked on the side of our house or whatever, or some shit.
Oh.
Yeah. And she stole a car from King High School. And, you know, when it was a teacher's car. And, you know, the teacher had to report it stolen and shit. And then, you know, like, that was, like, new to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm just such a, you know, just regular-ass good kid, really, you know, and you know, 4'2", and so we ended up convincing her to, you know, turn it back in and shit. But that was one of her things that she did, was steal cars. Like, that was just something she did anyway. And we ended up like, nah, man, get a lady with her car back. You know, I was like, she probably, you know, I just broke it down to her and shit. I'm probably like, you know, she went to school, you know what I'm saying, and had this long ass day teaching these damn kids and shit. She come back, she ain't got no car, whatever, you know. But we convinced her
My
ass.
brother is a peacemaker.
Yeah, I got her and Dashiki to stop arguing. You know what I'm saying? I sat down like on some real Dr. Phil shit and patched up their relationship for the time being. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, when she do that, I mean, how you make her feel? And she's like, well, I never get to say nothing because she yelling. And then she's like, one start yelling. I'm like, no, see, like, you doing it again. She's like, yeah, see, we start to come to some peace because it's that third party.
Don't get mad, Devin Butler.
It's that third party in there that's, able to mediate kind of. People be needing shit, I like doing that type of shit. I always like to help people and, mentor and bring out.
He stopped doing that shit with me and our mom. He's like, I can't help y'all niggas.
I can't. I learned that a long time ago. It's impossible with y'all too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's because of like what you've been through. And it's like and what she went through. And it's like y'all will never be able to see each other or just be able to see things as an outsider because y'all are in it.
Yeah.
So it's just like, nah, motherfucker. But y'all love each other, and so that's
nonetheless.
So that's really how it is. Shit, everybody love different. So there it is.
It's okay.
What's up, Jazz?
Stop. Oh, yo. Justin, like what I told you about that nigga. Get to your damn show. Yeah, we back at. I'm still here. Mac after they gonna slap. Fuck you, nigga. But so I mean that's it though with 10.
Yeah, I think
If you think of something, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just let it ride.
Some good ass songs, Rap City and shit. I'm about to biz out. Go ahead.
Soup. It's 10th grade now. I heard that was a rumor, but it's 10th grade. You know what I mean? Ain't did that in a while. What's your thoughts? I don't want to go to school because I want to keep doing the WWE. But nah, man. My first experience of 10th grade was just very different, But I went back to King High School. You know what I'm saying? And I remember our mom and me and my mom went on that first date, and for some reason our mom kept staring at me and saying like it was another dude like behind me who had like big ass knots on his head, and it was like you could tell there was something wrong with him, you know what I mean, mentally, and then she was like, you looking just like him, just looking all around. Look at you just looking at everybody. Stop looking at everybody, Antonio. And I remember, I'm like, I'm not looking at nobody. Like I was just chilling. I was minding my own business, And she was saying I was looking at everybody, but I felt like I wasn't. I felt like I was just like to myself. You know what I mean? And it was this loud black girl. It was weird. It's just weird, like, my first day, but I finally came back from King, and a lot of teachers was happy to see me, because like I said, I was a good kid. That letter kind of fucked them up. And I remember, like, the second day, that there was one lady, she was like, I'm just going to give you an A just cause the reason she gave me an A is because they were scared. They was like, they thought I was just some weird old kid that's going to kill herself. You know what I'm saying? Because they still thinking.
You just automatically got an A because they thought you were suicidal?
Yep. That was Miss Younglove. Never forget it. You know what I mean?
But here, just take an A.
Mm-hmm. Take it, nigga. Just don't kill yourself tonight. Not on my
watch. I
watch.
want it because of me.
All right,
I gave him an A.
I was a good teacher. All right. I'll speak at his. I got a eulogy and everything. Okay.
I get it though. I get what happened and why how it's ended up like that.
Cause I'm quiet. I don't say nothing. I'm not a bad kid. And then when that happened,
when exactly when you say something so fucking powerful, you know what I'm saying? And then it's just one of those things because like one time, I don't know, like it wasn't nothing like that close to home, but it was just like a study or something where they was reading like kids' letters, like suicidal letters, and they was talking about suicide in school. Like it was just one of them special things, and they was just saying like how people was always saying I was just with that person, and like how somebody could have helped. You know what I'm saying? And like it was just like a big thing. And so that's my point. Is like when a letter, like not just you saying something to somebody, because sometimes words can go in one ear and out the other. But when you have a physical letter that you can just keep on replaying over and over, and break down words and break down, like people take shit out of context and all kind of shit. And so it caused this conversation, and everybody is interested, and it's the big talk, and it's terrible that it have to be at your expense, but it's just crazy, dog. It's just like, and it's like I was saying, we was doing a study on that type of shit, but I never imagined that. I never looked at you as like that type of kid. I just looked at you as crazy as hell.
Yeah. I mean, I was the type of kid that was crazy, but was scared to be.
I thought that was normal.
But that was scared to be that crazy, because like it's like I used to have pills for my headache and shit, and it's like you're supposed to take 2. I'll take 3. I overdosed. Not even less than a minute. I'm like shitting in the toilet, like maybe I can shit it out. Nah, scared as fuck. You know what I mean? I took 3 instead of 2. Oh no. Thinking I'm gonna die. Thinking my heart gonna beat real fast. The most pills I ever took was 6, and that ain't do nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? But like it was like that for me. Like I did like a lot of days like I didn't want to live, because like it was like a weird ass life. Like just waking up, it's like damn, I gotta wake up to this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not happy with myself because I don't know myself. I've never learned myself. I just know I like to record and I like to get these things out. I don't like to go to school because I don't like people. People don't like me. And I'm just a weird, lonely motherfucker. So, shit, why do I exist? That's how I felt. You know what I mean? And it's like, now that I'm older, I'm too weird. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I'm not on that stage. Like, I don't think about that. You know what I mean? I don't think about suicide at all. It's just that, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm optimistic, but I do believe that it's better days ahead sometimes. I don't know. But if it's not, I feel like this, and I hope what I say don't piss you off, but it's like, I just feel like if I die and I go to heaven, I feel like I might argue with God for a long time if I die, like, not doing what I want to do. You know what I'm saying?
There ain't nothing wrong with arguing with God.
I feel
really.
bad. There ain't nothing wrong with that?
Wow. How, Sway? like,
Cause, man,
it's called having a relationship, like with God. Like that's a relationship. Like that's real. You know what I'm saying? Like you read the Bible about like Lieutenant Dan was cussing. It's like I'm not condoning it, but it's just like one day you'll know not to curse. You know what I'm saying? But that's the level that you at now. God take you as you are. He see you where you at. He ain't be like, well, I ain't gonna talk to you until no. Like where you at right now. That's the realest thing. Nobody in your corner more than God. So
one time I did that junk though in 2013. I cussed and I was mad at God, and it was coming
nothing wrong with being mad.
It was coming from an honest place, but I still cussed a whole lot, and then it was a real bad night after that.
There's nothing wrong with being mad at God. Like ain't nothing that said you can't be mad. You feel how you feel. Like you unique. And that's your uniqueness. However you interact with the Lord, can't nobody tell you how they can't tell you about your relationship with God. Nobody can. That's you and your relationship. Everybody always trying to take God and then make him like he's supposed to be like this. And if you ain't doing it this way, you're doing it wrong. No. Your experience with God is completely different because your life experiences is completely different. Don't be confused about the fact that, he open to it. However your heart could completely open up. But, be wise to, ask for...
Something need to get drove out his butt, dog.
Kill it, yeah. But you got to be wise enough to, ask for vision, you know, and open up and, you know, look deep into these things. You got to also be able to realize when you do grow and, you know, when you have, you know, these breakthroughs and when you get to that next stage, you know, you got to find balance within your own self. You know, you got to be able to see the good and the bad and, you know, and understand that in the long run, you know, all bad things work out for good in the long run anyway. And you know that this is just one day. Like that's what Jay-Z said in that fucking Pray. Remember the Pray song? You know what I'm saying? As I observe, this is just one day. This just today. There's so much more to come.
And that's what keep me living though. You know. But yeah, it's almost.
Nah.
Put the applause in. Yeah. Drop that. But
Coke like Pepsi don't matter what the brand name is. Sorry.
I thought that was Foxy right quick. I'm like, what you want to argue about now? Damn. Shout out to you though, Foxy. I said
y'all got an unhealthy relationship.
No, we don't, yo.
Yes, you do. And
you in Arizona had an unhealthy relationship.
Yeah, sure did.
But anyway,
it was unstable.
So you know that was Joe's 10th grade. You say yours was how? Man, mine was just like crazy because like I ain't know how it was gonna be, and then you know I seen Brandon, and I was happy, but it just felt like, man, it might not be the same. Boy, was I wrong. We had fun. We laughed every day. And we just had fun. Like, that's just it. And, you know, me and Nick and Tobias, we were still cool. They were still weird, though. But, you know, me and Brandon, like, I don't know, that whole clique, they would talk about the Chappelle Show, TNA wrestling, video games. And me and Brandon, we used to trade videos and shit. Like, I give him WCW, whatever. And, you know, he'll trade me. We traded, you know, wrestling videos and shit. And we was just close, dog. Like, then he started coming over to the house when he got to stay at his grandma's house. You know what I'm saying? He used to come over to the house in the daytime, and we hang out all afternoon and just get into it. Like, it's just fun, dog. Like, man, he was cool. He was cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where he at, though. Like, last I heard, he was in jail. Don't the clown
Really?
back out here. Yeah. I ain't never tell you this, but back in 07, you know what I'm saying? I finally got in touch with him, and I remember he was like, "What up, Tony? Hey, Tony, I'll call you right back, all right?" I'm like, "All right." So, you know, maybe a day go by, I call him, you know, nobody answer. I call him again, call him one more time, and his grandma answered the phone. His grandma was mean, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, "Hello," and then I'm like,
She
like,
tired of that phone number and calling her.
And I'm like, "Yeah, Brandon home?" However I said it, and then she was like, "Brandon doesn't live here anymore." And I'm like, "Okay, bye. And then I hang up, and I call Nick. He was like, "Yeah, Brandon in jail." You know what I'm saying? He stole out of a store. And the thing is, like, you know, when me and Brandon used to have our experiences and shit, you know, doing our thing, like, we used to go to Kmart, and I used to just see him stealing shit and how easy he did it. Like, he'll, like, I don't know, he probably did something to hide the barcode or whatever it is, and just take a big ass pack of Pokemon cards, a big stick of gum. Only thing I ever stole in life from a store was a Listerine pack from the Kmart on Bush, and I was like 14 years old. It was just so easy. I'm like, you know, camera right there, and I just knew the alarm wouldn't go off, and I just stole it. And you know that shit hurt it when you put it on your tongue. So since I stole it, I got mad at myself, and I put the whole pack on my tongue, and it hurt it. But anyway, but he like Brandon used to just steal shit. Like one time we went to the flea market, and a real nice old lady that used to sell a bunch of Nintendo 64 games. We go over there, you know what I'm saying? Superman 64 on the layout and WrestleMania 2000. We was just looking. We both ain't had no money. We just kind of just looking and, you know, being us. And we finally leave out of that. And I remember he had a cartridge of the Superman 64 that he just stole from the damn lady in the flea market. I'm like, how you got that? I stole it. And so it's like when 07, when I'm hearing his grandma say when I'm hearing Nick say, yeah, he in jail for stealing, I'm thinking back to those times. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn.
That's real shit right there.
And I ain't heard from him since.
Caught up with him, man. Like you can't do You can't do no like you can't do nothing evil. Like the reason that the commandments is there, people say what they want, but they really there to protect you. It ain't like don't do this. It's like, hey man, if you do these things, this what's gonna happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna die. Like, cause it's like death is the wages of sin. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you keep on sinning, you're gonna die. It's gonna lead you to death. It's gonna be the death of you.
Yeah, but ain't everybody gonna die anyway though?
Yeah, but you know, do you wanna live or do you wanna like die quicker than die sooner than you're supposed to? You know, it's like you got a choice. You know, you can't speak for nobody else. All you can do is call your own life. You know, me personally, in this body, in this life, what I experienced and what I seen that is to experience,
Damn,
I want to continue to live.
they both dead. This is weird.
This pay-per-view weird, dog, because, like, this is a Survivor Series, and it ain't no traditional Survivor Series matches on this card thus far. That's why I replayed it. I'm like, did I miss something? But I done seen all of this. I seen all of this. I seen the Tatanka match. You know, they're about to show primetime a tight-ass scene. Bobby Heenan, he gonna slap Bobby Heenan in the face. No, Bobby Heenan gonna slap him in the face. And he gonna jack up Bobby Heenan and shit.
Did he pour water on him already?
Yeah, he poured water on
Yeah,
him.
I think they showed that then.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they already showed
okay.
it.
Yeah.
But anyways, so
But when you see it though, and with the volume on, he slapped the shit out of his ass. Yeah. Go ahead.
but me and Brandy used to talk about shit like that. It's just we was so weird, bro. Like, we used to talk about toys, and then after a while, I just started to just ride his ass, and that's when it was super fun. When I would crank on him, cause he used to talk about wrestling toys. Like he's like, man, I got the Batista from 2003 with the damn the velvet tights, and then it had the little gold thing in the middle, and I used to be like looking at his middle, ain't you? You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, it just used to get detailed as shit. No, the Ultimate Warrior, he had the blue trunks, and then after a while he'll just catch me, like he'll just know I'm about to say something. He'll be like, nah, back in 1995, and he'll be talking to Nick, and the Ultimate Warrior had the blue. Shut up, Tonio. You know what I'm saying? He'll be like that, cause he used to be into it. I'm like, damn, you looking at that toy kind of hard, ain't you? No, it was like a little scar right next to his butt. It wasn't on his butt, but it was next to it. They put that detail on the toy.
Damn, for real?
Like, yeah. I'm like, Brandon. It was fire liner back in the day. Retro call. Sorry, Justin. It was like that though, you know what I mean? But the thing that intrigued us though, like for real, breaking it down, is like how detailed they started to get with the damn action figures. Cause when we was younger, like, look at the first Stone Cold toy. That shit just, it don't look nothing like him. He on like Byron. You know what I mean? He got this beard and shit, the goatee, and it's like, it's not Stone Cold. But then like around 03, the toys was just looking realistic as hell. And then it was like, that's what was like, man, you won't believe this shit. And I guess in a way we was collectors until we played with the damn toys to death. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's how we was with it. And them dudes, I think Nick was still playing with his toys last time I talked to him in like 2012. You know what I'm saying? It's like they really love that shit. And that shit, we used to talk about wrestling. I'm talking to them about the WWE and pain versus best and shit. I talked to them about that. But yeah, man, I just had a great experience overall, and I was always sitting with these girls, dog, and like they was just so random, and they was fun, you know what I mean? And shit, I just had, I don't know, like I can't really say no moments with 10th grade. I just had the most fun I've ever had. Like,
What about Grail?
that ain't till 11.
Oh.
You know what I mean? That's a crazy story, crazy experience right there. And like when I think about it, the 11th grade, like the most, like I can go into depth with, you know what I mean? The 10th grade, like I said, all of it was just fun and like some of the most fun in my
What
life.
school was that? Bloomingdale?
King High School. I went
King.
back.
You okay?
And then
And that was the shit, huh?
Miss Michaels found another damn ladder. You know
She
what's up?
found one?
Yep.
In your
She
bag?
offered to clean my book bag. We made fun of this on the Cosby Show on one episode we did. You know what I'm saying? Not the one we doing now. I probably ain't gonna even do this episode because it's so dated to me. But anyway, like she was cleaning it, and then she found this one letter I wrote to our mom. Yeah, I wrote it to our mom. I was mad. You remember I used to write letters to our
Yeah,
mom?
I'm just saying. It's crazy that she found another letter.
That's what I'm saying. Like, damn, she found another one. Shit. You know what I mean?
He's a serial letter writer. It's another one. Spread all around again.
Exactly.
Everybody hates
Man,
you.
that's the truth. And I had the teachers we ain't even mentioned. Miss Eisen. She was 20 something, and she looked like Stacy Keeble. She was a young teacher.
Oh,
man.
God.
Everybody in the school was like, dog, man,
To die
for real. And every dude, hey, Miss Eisenman, like they used to just come by her door. You ain't even in her class this period. They all liked her. She was fine. She was this white chick. She was from somewhere wherever it snowed, probably South Dakota, maybe. But she was so attractive. One time, Trunks, what are you doing here? I just went to Justin this. One time,
for. Yeah.
we was in the classroom, and then she was like, "If you guys keep being bad, I'm not gonna do such and such for you." And then the class was still bad. She was like, "Keep it up."
For real? Yeah, she was like that too. So she was fine and tough. Man, yeah, it was whoever had her as a teacher lucky.
I know.
That's that kind of remind me of Miss Apgar and Miss Flanagan. They was fine and tough. Miss Flanagan. Miss Flanagan.
Yeah, we can leave. Well, I'll leave.
It's his fault. Every time he come in, your bad influence on me.
Yo.
I was being quiet. Miss Flanagan was she was my 10th grade math teacher. The thing about that was one day she came up to me after school and she was like, "Anthony, you're doing real good," because I was always doing bad and academically, like I wasn't never doing good. I guess not because I ain't get the work, but just because I ain't feel like doing that shit, I guess. But whenever I did do the work, I guess, I thrived in it, I guess. And she was like, "Yeah, you got to be in my class." And I was so surprised to hear that. And, Earl had came up to me, and he was acting all crazy. It was after school and shit. And he gave me this big ass hug, but he tackled me. He was like, "Oh man, you got to be." And, we both fell down to the ground and she was just laughing her ass off. And I, like she was one of them teachers that like made me feel kind of like, I don't know, like almost in fear, just because of how tough she was, and I've seen her reprimand people and go the fuck off, and so that was my idea of her. But she was so lighthearted and always having fun and, joking and laughing. But she was just one of them teachers that could turn it, like if you did something she didn't like, she could get a class this fucking look, and it scared everybody. It like you can hear a pin drop, everybody be quiet, and it's just like, God, I just used to hate it when somebody would piss off the nice teacher that laugh, because that if she get mad, oh my God. Miss Flanagan was like that, and Miss Apgar was my 8th grade math teacher. They both was math teachers, and Miss Flanagan was a cheerleading coach. She used to coach the cheerleading squad, and she was hard on them. She was real hard. She was not the math teacher, Miss Flanagan. So when I had got her, I thought that she was gonna be tough like that, but she was sweet as ever, patient. But when it came to cheering, and that I guess it's the competition and all, she was hard.
Damn. Do what Miss Eisenman did. Get out of here. But yeah, I mean, she was raw though, dog. Like straight up, you know what I mean? And she did something real unattractive one time.
What she do?
Well, she had showed us this scar that she got from skiing. Cause I guess you had those moments in school where you all just talking about whatever, and you know what I mean. Somebody was talking about skiing. I guess after a while, she's like, "Yeah, I got this. Like I ran into this tree, you know what I mean, going skiing." And then she showed us it, and it was like from here all the way there. She didn't take a shirt off. I'm just saying, you could just tell, from the line, like it's like this big ass thing, and like she skied and ran into a tree. That's what I'm saying. You know. And I
Damn.
was saying that shit like.
It's like crazy too, cause like she like so beautiful.
Yeah.
Right? And everybody like, but in her mind, she like if they only knew. You know what I'm saying? It's always that thing. That's what I'm saying. Like that's one thing. That's one of my points that I make is that people. It always like with Josh Campbell. Like to me, Josh looked like his life looked like the shit. He had the most beautiful girls. He was popular as fuck. He could sing. He was in the band. He was funny. You know what I'm saying? Like he had everything. You know what I'm saying? But probably to him, like the only time I ever seen Josh in like low spirits is 10th grade. Yeah, we had another language arts teacher in that same class as Miss Reese. Her name was Miss. I can't think of it. It's a Spanish name, but anyways, it was in that class, and he had zipped his dick up in his with his zipper. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. The rumor had got around that that's what was wrong with her because he was always lively. For like a couple. I think he started nickling about like after like day 3 and shit because he was probably getting all kind of attention. Like, dang, Josh, what's wrong? You probably like that shit. Like, oh man.
I hate wrong.
He was like that though, man.
This is crazy, man. Jasmar's podcasting this bitch. But yeah, she, Miss Eiserman was dope. Like she was like a great teacher. And another moment with Miss Eiserman, you know, this is so 10th grade, but my mom went to the open house shit. You know what I mean? Progress report. You know when the parents go to your school, whatever the fuck that's called.
Yeah.
Parents' day at school, and she went there. You know what I mean? And Miss Eiserman said, "Tony, I have to talk to you after class." And I'm like, oh shit, cause I knew it was something. You know what I mean? My mom always just shit. She don't like me. Anyway, so after class, I talked to her. She was like, she said that all you guys do, or all you do, is just eat the house up. Like I think she took it literal. Like I'm just eating everything in the house. She says you just eat the whole house up, and you put a hole in the wall.
Cause that's how you can
exactly.
imagine her saying,
Ignorant ass.
The white lady's like, wow, everything?
You eat the whole house? Even the door? Cause like man, cause I don't want to come off like, dickish, like I'm bashing our mom. I don't want to make it seem like that, but it's like...
Just tell your own perspective.
Yeah, it's just, she just don't know how to explain herself. She just don't. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, like really I think what she was saying, because like one time we got into this argument, me and my mom that is, and out of anger I had opened your door in the room, and I opened it real hard, and I was mad as fuck, and I left a hole in the door. So really, I think our mama was talking about that. Like, he put a hole in the dough. And, I was fat. So, shit, I ate as a little kid. Remember I used to get them big-ass thing of cookies. You know what I mean? Big-ass pills of ice cream. Just eating the cookie dough type shit. And, like, that's how I was.
Didn't you just used to buy ice cream cones and just eat the cones?
Them shits was good. I still might do that. That's a great idea.
I was thinking about the cookies myself, but go ahead.
But nah, man, just yeah. So I think that's what she was saying. It's like I eat everything, and I put a hole in the dough that time, And she was tripping. Oh, I'm gonna tell Miss Mary gonna get us kicked out, and she was going through whatever that's called that you go through. But yeah, Miss Eisenman was a great teacher though, and this is also the year '05. Well, going into '05, I hyperventilated, and
So what happened when that teacher found the letter though?
Oh yeah, I ain't even finished that, but she was just like, Tonio, I seen this letter, and then she really just talked to me. We had a real nigga talk, and she just told me like she just was so nice about it. That's why I say I don't think it was her that told nobody. I think truth is that letter touched her in a way because like I said, I was a great student. As a matter of fact, I seen Ms. Michaels at Walmart on 2 occasions. But on both them occasions, I was always busy and always working. I seen Bill one time at that Walmart, always working, and I can't just stop and be like, Bill, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like crazy, and I gotta fill this shit up. You know what I mean? And it's like she just and you know I seen her seeing me. It's like she see me, I see her. Shit, I can't do nothing. She just was nice, dog, and she was caring, and she wanted to make sure I was happy. That was her whole speech all the time. I want to make sure all y'all successful, because she seen, you know, some of the places that most of the kids that I was at was in. She seen where we came from. She seen where we was at, and she didn't want us to feel like, oh fuck it, we don't got a future. Woe is me. You know, I'm never gonna be successful. She wanted us to feel successful, so she instilled certain things in us that some of our own parents didn't. That's why I say, you know, Miss Michael's my favorite teacher, because she really cared about what she did. You know what I mean? It wasn't really about the money. You know what I mean? For her, that's why I say for her to notice me and shit. You know, I'm at work and I see her noticing me, but I can't do nothing. It's like fuck. You know what I mean? Cause shit, that might be my last time. I want to really thank her. You know what I'm saying? I really want to do that. That's it. If anything, you know, cause when I had nobody, when me and you wasn't getting along, all that shit, she was there. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's all that happened. We just had a real talk, and you know, it was understood though. Get out of here! No. You tell the truth that you lied and said, oh, that letter O when you wrote that shit a day ago. Lying ass.
And this girl there spilling her heart out with you, and you just gonna lie to that.
Oh
woman.
yeah, exactly. That's why I came in. He tried to delete Killer. Oh hell. But yeah, but that's an experience, and it's Isaac and not eating up the whole house, you know. But overall, you know, those ain't even bad memories. They funny as fuck looking back. Hyperventilation, I ain't touch on that. So I hyperventilated, you know what I'm saying, and like that's worth its own story. I smoked weed with my brother, and you know, I guess I wasn't supposed to be smoking it because it made me flip out, and you know, I tried to go to the nurse. Oh, I got chest pains. Lying ass, saying I got chest pains, and then the nurse was like, I guess our mama was going off on the phone. You know what I mean? And then so are you here? She says that. She says go back to class. She says you need to stop lying. You know you shouldn't have smoked that weed.
Wait a minute. So this after the hyperventilation?
Yeah. That's what make it
I can
hilarious.
hear like,
Exactly. Oh yeah.
She says, and then I'll take your ass.
Wait. What's that? Yeah, that's how it was. We made fun of that shit on one of them damn Cosby show. No, not the Cosby show. 90%. We did that shit. Killer did that shit. He was like, your dad says, take your ass home, Killer. It ain't nothing wrong with your little badass.
Anything else, sir?
I know, right? That's how it was. And I'm like, I'm going to be able to laugh at this shit. Even at the time, I knew that shit was going to be funny later on. Oh, yeah. And then go, do what?
Well, man, I can't say that.
Yep. But 10th grade, the best memories, you know. And what makes 10th grade best is like, shit, I'm around my niggas, I'm around my friends, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's a good environment. In 11th grade.
You and Brandon.
Yeah. I remember the last day, bro, like we was just chilling. It was like, man, you know, everybody asked Tonio, you gonna leave this school? Tonio, you gonna leave? Everybody like, I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna leave. I'm good. I kept saying that. Cause our mom never let me know shit. She never let me know that we had those problems. I didn't know until, you know, a few days before it was time. But it was like, damn, you know, cause like it was gonna be better. You know what I mean? It would have been better if I graduated from Lumidale or King. Them was my best experiences. But
you graduated from Hillsborough?
Yeah, and you know, that's worth his own story, but yeah.
That's your 10th grade experience?
Yep. I might think of some more shit as we keep going though. You know how it is.
Yeah. Seth Rollins is gonna be the 5th member of Team Raw. Yeah, 10th grade. I guess we can come to some more stuff later on.
Yeah.
Because mostly what I remember about 10th grade is like stuff that happened outside of school. Like, mostly because I was not in school.
Yeah, me too.
And as the
I mean, well,
years.
some shit.
But one time, I can't remember if it was 9th or 10th grade. I remember, like I said, I was doing real bad as far as my grades. But I had got, it was report card time, and I looked down at my report card, and I was just like, I was sad. And then for some reason, like after my second period, I looked back down at it again, and I realized that the first time I had looked at it wrong. I was looking at the grades from the first semester, and we was on the second semester, and like it was like a significant improvement.
Improvement, Bob.
Yeah.
You think it'd be able to hit me if I lay down here? He did the Howard. Sorry.
One time you need to pick it up, you don't think to.
Go to hell, nigga.
Jazz, Todd, you want to stop, Jazz?
Nah. Soup just keep on having to lay down, yo. I don't know what the fuck going on. Don't sit. No, it ain't the weed.
Why are you laying down?
Cause I don't know. I've been feeling like laying down all day. Shit, I
This
said.
nigga tired. Shit.
Thank you. I don't push carts.
Day.
Thank you. Shit.
He just want to lay down.
Go ahead.
11th grade. Damn. It's like, I don't know how. I think 9th grade is the last time that I can remember, like, all of my teachers. But 11th grade, it's more vague, and I think that's because, I think it's like what you said, is like, you know, it's, I guess you hold stuff near and dear, you know. The only thing I really remember about 11th grade was I became friends with this dude named Will. He was tall as hell, and he had a big ass afro, and he loved Outkast. You know what I'm saying? He loved Outkast. He loved Outkast even more than me. He put me up on stuff. He used to be like, throw your hands in the air. And he just used to say shit. And he used to be like, that shit, Jimmy. And he used to just be like laughing all the time.
Hey, didn't you have a friend that liked BG? And you was like, my brother liked BG.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I remember. You used to tell me about
11th
it.
grade was just so different. It was like Saved by the Bell, the new class.
Saved by the Bell, the new class, Bob. Sorry, Beth.
It was like that because the cast was different. Or it's just like being on one of them shows, and it's like only a couple original cast members is on that. Still.
I know you ain't watch it for a long time. Then
Yeah.
you turn to it like, who the hell is that? Who the hell? Oh, Joe still there.
All these new people, yeah. All these Big Bang Theory like that. They got all these brand new people on now, but it's some of the old people I guess still.
Sebastian on that, or whoever that dude is.
Sheldon?
Yeah.
I'm sure he is. He like one of the main parts of the show. Penny got a short haircut. And she ain't as cute as she used to be. She older. Older Bob. But
Oh! Justin supposed to be a fly on the wall. This fly said, but whatever he just said, damn, that's done.
I changed walls. Oh man, what was I talking about? About 11th grade. It was something significant. I guess. Oh no, I was just talking about like the landscape. It was just like everything was different. Steven was going there now. He was in 9th grade, and I thought that his 9th grade experience was gonna be like mine. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, nah, babe, because I already know a whole bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of people come from my school. Plus, I know people from that school. We all gonna be going here, bro, babe. He was all fucking good at fucking basketball. That nigga was thriving. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I was a little bit jealous. You know what I'm saying? At Steven at the time. Just because, like, he was just, like, having all these, he had his, like, nice, cute-ass girls. I mean, they was cute for his age, They was just, like, his level cute. It's like, damn, look, they go together. And I ain't have none of that shit. It was just, like, he was already having a better high school experience than me. So I had that aspect. Then, I would see Jazz every now and again. I remember they used to sell these sausage things in an alumni hall that I used to I was in a class at, and I seen Jazz eating one of them bitches. And I was like, damn, let me get a piece of that bitch. He was like, nope. We was just like in passing. He had dreads at the time and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he was just fucking that bitch up. Like one of them skinny dudes. It's alright if he do it, but my fat ass do it. Look at big boy fucking it up. Like,
damn shit going down your arm and shit.
Exactly,
the juices and shit.
Fat ass dropping shit. Gotta play it off.
Exactly. We can't do a lot of shit cause we fat.
Yep.
We trying to lose weight. I mean, I don't know what my body really doing, at this point. It's like if I eat one unhealthy thing, then that fuck everything up, it feel like. But I don't know. I just think that I just need to stay away from everything that got carbs, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be real. Like I said, December 9th, my finish date of this whole fast thing. But I just realized if November 9th, you know what I'm saying, is like, ain't that a month if I started this October 9th?
Yeah.
So that's 1 month. So if I do this December 9th, that'll mean month 2. So my real finish date is January 9th. You know what I mean? But I'm going to try to push it. I'm going to try to really, not necessarily start it over, but like.
I seen this lady, she said, she was like, I've been doing the every other day diet for 36 years. Cause I was just like reading about that shit and like different people's opinions on that shit, and because it was some people trying to bash it and talking about how it ain't healthy for your body because you're losing so much, and you're not giving your body the nutrients that it's supposed to have. But she said, yep, she did. She's been doing that shit for 36 years.
What, she lost weight?
Oh, I guess so. I'm just saying, like, it's a lifestyle. 36 years of fasting every other day.
Wow.
That's her lifestyle.
That's insane.
That's what she said. I
mean, I'm just doing this till I notice significant weight loss, and I'm gonna do my best to maintain that weight. You know what I mean? Like honestly, like Gucci Mane, like people call them clone, whatever the fuck. Like truthfully, seeing them like that is like, damn, like that inspires the shit out of me, dog. Cause it's like, damn, and then, like I just want to be right, man. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I don't think that. Like I hate to say this shit, but understand this is coming from this stage that I'm in my life. Like I just don't see myself having a really good social life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like really, like super good. I don't see myself having a real good social life, just based off of the sheer fact that I just like my own company and people that get me. You know what I mean? And it's not a lot of people out there that truly understand me and feel me for who I am. So it's like I would be fake or try to act some kind of way if I was trying to be whatever, you know what I'm saying, just to maintain somebody or something, you know what I mean, as far as a social circle. I'm just like, I think I truly feel like I truly am very weird to a lot of people, and it's okay, it is what it is, but the life I would really like, I want it, but the present is the present, and it's not looking likely. It's just I'm optimistic in this shit. But anyways, on to the 11th grade. You said you don't remember nothing?
I remember certain stuff. I remember them sandwiches.
What's like you said you had one before?
Hell yeah, I used to get them every day. I got them every damn day. I used to get 2.
What, Red Hots?
Nah, these little sausage sandwiches they used to have. It was like sausage, egg, and cheese on a biscuit. Cause like in the Alumni Hall.
Every time I think of that, I think of them nasty ass breakfast biscuits lunchroom used to have. Get that out your mind,
cause these shit right here was authentic. They was better than the shit that they made in the lunchroom. Cause it was a culinary arts class that was like right next door to our this class. I don't even know what class that was. But I was in the class with Will, and Will Bruff was just stank as hell. And even though he was my good ass friend, he used to sit right there, dog. And this nigga had the audacity. He was like, man, you never smelled the teacher breath? I don't remember what her name was. She was our teacher. She was nice, too. Like, you never smelled her breath? I was like, nah, man. He's like, I smell like shit. And, like, just the wind, the hot wind from his mouth.
That bitch say, it smell like shit. Nigga, you just shitted in my nose.
I felt like my face was turning green, dog. It was just like, you know that face Martin be making?
Everybody. Is that the face Martin be making?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, when Bam got some steak, bro. That's just how it is, dog. Like, God, his breath
smell
was
like
bad.
shit. No well breath like that, dog. Like, why you so brief for me today? Cause your breath so stank today. Damn. But I deserve it because I ain't used to brush my teeth for a long ass time. And, you know, probably offended a lot of people. But as far as my 11th grade, yeah, man. Like I went to Hillsboro and I had a long ass summer. I didn't go to school till October. You know what I'm saying? Because just switching my shit over and it took way longer than expected. And, you know, finally though I went to Hillsboro and this is my thought process. The first time I ever went to Hillsboro is the time my school, Seminole Heights Elementary, we walked from Seminole Heights to Hillsboro.
I ain't see this match. Virgil fighting Yokozuna. That's all I gotta say.
Squash match.
Go ahead.
But squash match, Bob.
This nigga jumping all around and shit like he gonna do something.
You ain't gonna do nothing but
You
lose.
gonna turn your head and blink and this nigga gonna be the lost.
But yeah, I had what I did?
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Virgil fought his sorry ass.
Damn. Big E.O. fat ass.
You know you tired, Sue.
October, I went to school. Yeah, we could do this later. Take my
We
ass.
already been here for damn 2 hours.
Almost 2 hours.
2 hours.
Well, yeah. But yo, we gonna continue
Almost
this.
2 hours.
Gonna do this another time. That's cool with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
We had 11th grade. That's
11th grade.
We like halfway through.
Yep. 2 more grades to go.
Pablo, ladies and gentlemen, Ja Rule is annoying the fuck out of everybody. I just want to say this before we move on, because I ain't going to remember to say this next time. That in 9th grade, because that's why I started naming all those teachers, because they all kind of significant in a way. But the third period teacher that I had in 9th grade, Mr. Crawford, you know, he pulled me, you know, to the side, and he had showed me, like, he was like, yeah, you're doing so much better, Anthony, you know, you're doing